Hi, I'm Essar Batool and I'm an activist and a writer. I have an interesting story to share with you where I was stereotyped. So there was this one time where I had gone outside to Bhopal, I guess, with the team that I was working with. And there was this elderly lady who came up to me and very casually she just asked me why I was still wearing my hijab even when I was not in Srinagar. So that comment kind of struck me. I just said to her that this was my own choice. And what happened was that she seemed really surprised by that because in that one sentence she kind of undermined my own agency and my own choice of wearing this hijab. And just, at that point in time I understood how hijab is seen as a symbol of oppression, mainly because of what the media portrays or what ideas people have about hijab. And from that day onwards, my hijab actually has been more about a symbol of my identity and not so much about religion. So even at that time, I told her that this was my own choice, and she just refused to believe it. So she was from Delhi, and somehow she thought that my being a Kashmiri Muslim woman and wearing a hijab was not my own choice, but something that was dictated to me by men. And probably she also thought that about every other thing about me. But at that point in time, it became very clear to me that this hijab or this piece of cloth that is seen as a symbol of oppression, where it might not be for some, it's your own personal choice whether you want to wear it or you do not want to wear it. Nobody has a right to force it on you, and nobody has a right to ask you to take it off or ask you why you are wearing that. In a very similar way, where you would not ask an Indian woman why she is wearing a sari, or if it comes from an understanding of men or of the patriarchal notions of how a woman should dress up. So from that point onwards, I've made a point to keep my hijab on no matter what, because it's become a very personal battle of an identity. So if people think that a piece of cloth on your head can actually make you oppressed, or can actually make you submissive, or can actually dull your intellect, then as a Muslim woman, it becomes a duty on me as as someone who also identifies as a feminist, that my choice of clothing should not be somebody else's prerogative. It should not be for someone else to decide whether or not how I dress oppresses me, or or it frees me. My freedom of dressing up, my freedom of doing what I do should neither be in the hands of Muslim men nor in the hands of those people who claim to be feminists and claim to liberate you from your shackles. So this is one incident that has changed my perspective of how I've looked at hijab. So if initially it was about it was a religious decision, over the time it's become a symbol of the politics that I stand up for, of the feminist ideas that I value as a Muslim.